do this. So I called her and said, look, I got to reach out to this millennial group. Guess what? She's a millennial. And this is what I'm doing. This is what she's like, I'm going to identify everything that you guys are doing. I'm going to help brand you. So I have an appointment with her on Monday. She's going to brand me. So just really, like, I had left that. That's been months. And it hasn't shown up. And then last week, at the beginning of the Success Boot Camp, I had gotten a little ballsy, and I went out in a taxi to a group of people I didn't know were having this women's gathering, and not everybody showed up, just 2 women, which we had a very intimate time. One woman brought me back here. She was telling me in the car her boyfriend's really obese, but she has a hard time conversing with him about it because he's really sensitive and she doesn't have any money. And I said, look, why don't you do this? Why don't you come and look at the business that I have? And you can bring your boyfriend and ask him to stand beside you to give him your viewpoint on this business that you're looking at. And guess what? The weight loss is going to be in there anyway. So he may find something resonates with him. So I had called her a couple of times and hadn't heard back from her. And then she emailed me and said, I will be there with bells on tonight. So, you know, just doing stuff, going out of our comfort zone and just doing something you might not ever do, it really can show up back for us. So I'm really excited about that. So follow up. Say follow up. Follow up.
All right. Yay. Very good, very good. Folks, I believe we are live streaming right now, so if you're on, I know there was a queue of people waiting to come on the channel. Hi there in Team Crown TV land. Great to have you back with us. This is the last session of the post-Success Camp, post-DTC launch party and convention. And we've got a bunch of folks still here. There were a lot of people at these Success Camps who've come. Quite a few have needed to leave. And we've got a real hardcore lot here, haven't we? Oh, yeah. Yeah, right to the end. And on top of that, we've got a meeting tonight, so it's still not too late to invite folks. You might just bump into somebody out there. Hey, what are you doing tonight? Oh, nothing? Really? Oh, look, why don't you come? Blah, blah. So, right now, that's excellent sharing. Thank you so much. I think we got the flavor of these events, right? Mm-hmm. And that flavor and rhythm is fun. And just let it go and embrace life and see what shows up. And when the opportunity arises, you know it's a great signal. Just act on it. Now, we have John Shulin in the house. John, I want you to know, on behalf of everyone here, we are absolutely grateful to you, Alex, Brian, the corporate crew, everyone involved in doing what you're doing to get to this point in time. Our faith in you, we have 100% faith in you, and we're just grateful for what you're doing.
Thank you so much, Cliff. How's everyone doing? So, listening to Diana's and Deb's story, pretty easy to introduce it?
Yeah.
Yes? Fun to introduce?
Yeah.
How many people have gone back to their Life Force team that may have been on the fence after this weekend and said, you need to be part of this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, still a little hesitant maybe?
No.
Not as much.
Not as much?
Not at all.
So, a good chunk of the people in the room have been with Life Force for 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, up to 20 years plus for a few people in the room. And Michael Jude reminded me of a little bit of a story today. When I was pulling into the hotel, he saw my car. And I drive, it's nothing fancy, it's a 2011 Charger RT Hemi. And he said, you know what, John, I haven't been in a Charger since 1972. And I said, you know what, Michael, my dad actually designed the fenders on that 1972 Charger, and actually designed the fenders for Richard Petty, who was a NASCAR racer back in the early 70s. His son races now. That's the reason why I drive that car today. So my father, who worked for Chrysler for over 40 years, designed the fenders on a Charger in the early 70s before I was born. And it's the reason why I drive the Charger that I drive today. The reason why I bring this story up, and the reason why I mention it, is because Michael reminded me of something today when he said that. And it actually hit really close to home. Is the reason why I drive that car is because of what my father introduced me to as a young boy. The reason why I bring that up right now is because all of you that have been with Life Force for 5 years, 10 years, 20 plus years, you now have people that you've developed for so many years on Body Balance and OsteoPro and Vitality and Tahibo and all of those great products. You now have the opportunity to do what my father did to me. He introduced me to something as a young boy that sticks with me today, as I'm pretty close to 40. But I still drive that car because my father had something to do with it before I was born. So now you have something interesting for these younger generation out there, that you've been backed by a company for so long, that you've been supporting for so long, and some of the people in this room have actually helped design some of those products that this company sells today. So you have the opportunity to take the history that you've had with Life Force that is now backing this new fledgling company, this brand new company, DTC, and take it out to this group of people and share your experience that you've had for so many years with them. So, Michael, thank you very much, because honest to goodness, I swear, when you brought that up to me today, it like hit something home and said, the reason why I drive this car today is because of what my father did before I was born. So you have the opportunity to take that to these kids, this younger generation out there that needs help, and take something to them that they haven't experienced yet. But you've been experiencing it for so long. So Michael, thank you so much, because you really did hit something home to me today, and that's why I wanted to bring that up. So the reason why I'm here today is, for one, to say thank you all for this last amazing week that we've all spent together. From the boot camps on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday with the just awesome time that we had together, to now, once again, this dedicated, loyal group that's here in the room and also watching us on live across the world today are here witnessing this. So what I'm here for today is to say thank you, but also to help answer any questions that there may be around the DTC or the Ditch the Can, that we can get you out there rolling, recruiting, and also going back and recruiting those people that are still part of Life Force, that have until the end of tonight to place their order, the Life Force people. And luckily, if you happen to know how to enroll somebody new into that system, they'll get free shipping too. But they have till the end of tonight until that happens. Then they have till the 31st, sorry, it is Halloween. So they have till the 31st to continue to get their business growing in DTC. So what I'm here today is to help calm any fears or answer any questions. And one of those I'm just going to address right away. I heard from a couple of people back at the office, and actually a few people that I spoke to when I got here, was, John, when can I enroll people without an order? Because I have people that are ready to enroll without an order. They want to get in right now, and they want to enroll without an order. Guys, wait for those people. Right now, focus on your Life Force people. Focus on those people that were surfing today. Focus on the people that actually want to place an order right now. Focus on them. Once we get the replicating websites out, once all those things are, remember, this was a soft launch this weekend, so we are going to be slowly releasing different things. Don't focus on the people that can't place an order or don't want to. Now, I'm not saying you don't put that lead down and you write that information down and you don't call them in a week from now or 2 weeks from now and get them in so they can start enrolling. But make sure you take care of those Life Force people. There's still a lot of Life Force people, guys, that have not placed their order yet, that will want to be part of this, but they're waiting to hear from you. They're waiting to hear from their upline. They're waiting to hear from their mentors to call back and say, guys, I'm all in, and I want to do this, and I want you to be a part of it. So let's focus on those groups first. So just to kind of understand, one other question that I had, and I don't know if I misheard it, or I want to make sure that everybody in the room understands it, was, John, if I get 30 people to sign up that don't place an order, who gets paid on those? And I was really taken back by that, and I was like, wait a second. So they didn't place any order, right? And they were like, right, who gets paid on them? Well, no one gets paid on them. What I really think the question was, okay, so what I really think the question was for me to understand was, John, if I sign up someone and they don't place an order, but they do enroll someone below them that places an order, I know they get the enroller bonus, but who gets the rest? This is what I think the question was meant to be, and I'm hoping that's what the question was meant to be. So the answer to that is, guys, that all is going to roll up to you. It's all going to roll up to you. We're not keeping it. As a matter of fact, Ditch the Can has a guaranteed 100% payout of commissions. And what that means to you is, next month, let's just say, in November, everything's rolling, it's going awesome. Everybody places all these orders, and we pay out commissions to everybody. And there's $20,000 left. The company's not going to keep that $20,000. What we're going to do is we are going to take it and put it into bonuses for those people who are enrolling and working, and pay that extra money out to you guys that are doing the hard work. So I want you to understand that even though we pay immediately and we're paying automatically as every time we go, there may be some money that doesn't get paid, especially for this group that's right in the beginning. The all-in adopters, the ones that are so close to the top of the tree. And everyone, I'm assuming here, understands the top of the tree, what that means. The top of the tree in network marketing industry is the beginners, the early adopters, the first people on board, the people that are going to make the most money with this, okay? So we're going to make sure that whatever dollars are left, we will then flip into a new bonus and pay it out again. So that will always be 100% payout guarantee. So now that I've kind of addressed the couple of questions that I had pending in the back of my head, one of the other one was, when am I getting my replicating websites? Okay, so how many in this room have asked me that like 6 times this weekend? Over and over and over again. The same answer. It will be very soon. Okay, so we'll just avoid that one for now. So any questions that we have on anything in regards to Ditch the Can? Yes?
And if you could repeat the question for the camera, please.
Sure.
Okay, so my nephew was at convention, and we went over to the table, and he signed up, but he's not in LifeForce.
Okay.
So where is he? He has no order, of course. Oh, well, not of course. He just has no order. So where is he?
Okay, so he signed up but didn't place an order.
Right.
So, but he was referred by you, correct?
Correct.
He did. So right now, essentially, he's a lead, but a lead that's going to go right back to you.
Okay.
So when we actually physically build out the tree, he'll be frontline to you.
Okay. Okay.
So her question was, and I'm not sure this is going to happen for everyone, she had her nephew at convention. He signed up at the Ditch the Can convention that we had from 2 to 5 on Saturday, but he did not place an order. So she's just wondering where he's at. And essentially what he is in a holding pattern, but because we know that he was referred by Cindy or Bob, we know that we're going to put him right front line to you.
Okay.
Okay?
What's the guarantee on the Chaos Gold or the products that are in DTC? Or is there one? Or is there one?
Do you mean like the money back guarantee?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to answer that 2 ways.
Okay.
The first way is the member guarantee that happens for LifeForce is very simple. It's a law in network marketing. So you know how we have the difference between a customer guarantee and a member guarantee? So the member guarantee rules by law. So it's like 9 months. In some states, it goes much further than that, and I apologize, I don't happen to have the policies and procedures in front of me. But the member guarantee will be the same as LifeForce is. The customer guarantee, I don't have in front of me right now, but I will get back to you on that.
Okay, you mean product, that's product guarantee?
Yes,
Okay.
so 'cause there's always a difference between a customer and a member in network marketing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, for good or bad, there are rules that govern what we can do for a member very specifically. The customer is very loose, but I don't happen to have that in front of me, so I apologize that I wasn't prepared to answer policy questions, so my bad.
No, that's okay, thank you.
Vera.
I have a bronze downline in Australia who has American downline here, and he wants me to ring them because a couple of them are interested. But in Australia, can this week till tonight, because is there any way a bronze can actually order DTC? Because I heard they couldn't. I heard it was only platinum.
Oh, no, I already won.
Okay, so Vera's question was, she has a bronze in Australia
Yes.
that has a USA downline
Yes.
that is very interested in Ditch the Can. So what Vera's asking is can that bronze in Australia place an order right now?
Yes.
My answer to that is anyone in Australia and New Zealand that happens to have a USA downline can place an order in order to be qualified for Ditch the Can and to keep their position in the tree.
And they will get shipped to Australia for a short time? Or
We'll work out those details of shipping afterwards.
And John, does
We'll
that-
probably ship directly to the Australian office and have them disperse it from there. So just to back up on that, because I do believe we have quite a few Australian and New Zealand members. For the Australian and New Zealand members that do not have a USA downline, unfortunately at this point in time, we can't offer the sales to you yet, but I promise it will be soon and it will be exciting.
Of those Australasian members that have USA downline, is there a minimum volume requirement that their customers or members need to have to qualify, or are they just registered but not ordering?
So is this for people that have the USA downline,
Yeah.
so they have the same opportunity to buy the same 4-packs that we're offering for everybody else?
Okay.
So if I understood your question correctly, Cliff, it was for those people in Australia and New Zealand, do they have a minimum qualification that they have to meet? And they would have to meet the same minimum qualification that the United States members have right now on the same 4-packs that we have. Is that the question? Did I understand it correctly?
Partly you said they qualify to order if they've got USA downline.
Yes.
But is there a minimum order the USA downline need to have in place?
So for the USA downline to actually come over, so this is across the board for everyone in the United States, through October 31st, they have the option to purchase the 4-packs that are available on the DTC qualified website.
Regardless
I heard regardless of.
of the BV that they have now.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a little tip.
There's no BB.
Okay, no
And-
BV, okay, 100.
and don't tell anybody.
95. Okay.
I'm going to give you a little tip, but don't tell anybody. So the website, DTC Qualified, if they go there and enter a LifeForce ID number that represents them,
Uh-huh.
I'm not checking the BV.
Okay.
I'm not checking their auto ship. I'm not checking if they're a customer or a member. So if your people in your network below you want to order Ditch the Can, by all means.
Yay.
In the USA?
Yeah.
Yes, in the USA. In the USA.
But he didn't
Yes.
say that.
Yes.
My words aren't showing
The free shipping, there it is, for a new LifeForce customer is until 5 o'clock today? Does it have to be called in?
Okay, so this is not Ditch the Can, correct?
Right.
This is the free shipping that's available for our boot campers here that are out.
Yes.
So if you guys recruit someone tonight, just talk to the call center. They'll take care of you tomorrow, for sure.
They will?
Is
Yes.
that for the DTC or the LifeForce? Okay.
So we gave a special free shipping offer to everyone that's in this room that's enrolling, to anyone that you sign up new on a first-time order. If you call them in tomorrow, the customer service will take care of you. And if they don't, you just tell them John said that I'm going to yell at them when I get back to the office. Yes.
Okay, I remember for all the Ditch the Can people that don't really know that somebody's referred them, and they just have heard about it, they've seen shirts, they saw Ditch the Can, we're walking around the stores, and they go ahead and get to the website and they want to order. How do they get referred, or who gets the referrals? Like, you were going to just sort them out? How are you sorting those out? Or
Okay, so someone who comes, so the question was, if this weekend someone came to the event, or someone went to the Ditch the Can website and said, I'm interested in whatever selection they choose, but they weren't referred by someone, who gets them? So the answer to that is very simple. First, we are starting what is new with Ditch the Can to our LifeForce members, what is called a qualified lead dispersion. Okay, so the first people that will earn qualified leads will be our members in LifeForce that came over at their rank equivalent into Ditch the Can for the first 5 weeks. Okay, they will be the first ones that come that will earn the qualified leads. The second group that will earn qualified leads will be the qualified people that came to convention. So the DitchTheCan qualified people that came to convention. Because we understand not everybody was able to, reactivate 5 people or enroll 5 people. We understand that. So first we're going to take care of the rank qualified people. They will get qualified leads. Then the second group will be the DitchTheCan qualified. So you met your minimum auto ship order and you came to convention. So everyone that came to convention will have first dibs on those qualified leads that will be.
Their advertisement was kind of like if you came to one of the boot camps, that was part of it. I thought it was like kind of some that we would have leads or that. So.
Okay, so are you saying that you thought you would have leads here today? So the thing that we don't want to happen is to give leads out to people that you can't enroll yet.
Right.
So we want to make sure that when everything's ready and your replicating websites are ready, that we can then give you those leads and then disperse them from there.
So after we go home tomorrow, are we not enrolling anybody until we get our replicating sites, or am I missing?
Do you have someone that you're ready to enroll right now?
Not today, but I'm hoping next couple days.
Okay, so I'm going to give everyone in this room a little tip.
Yeah.
If you go to DTCSanDiego.com, it will come right in the shopping cart you're already used to. And in that little referred box, if they put your name, we'll make sure that they go to you. What that means is, for clarification, if you walk outside in this room right now, you can enroll someone that has nothing to do with LifeForce right now in DitchTheCan, and they will go underneath you directly. And to follow that up, we will put them directly under you in DitchTheCan, and we'll allow you to move them at a later date.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I had someone place an order, but they didn't get a confirmation email, and so I don't know how to verify that they actually got it.
Okay, so what she said is she had someone place an order, but they didn't get a confirmation email. Check their spam.
Yeah. We did.
Okay, and it was not there?
Yes, I don't know if I got the email right, or if maybe
Now, are you saying you didn't get one or they didn't get one?
I placed the order for them, and they said they never got a confirmation.
Okay, so 2 things I'd want to check with that. I want to check their spam, and I'd also want to just confirm the email address that was entered into the system. So just talk to me afterwards, Chris, and I'll jot it down and we'll take a look for you.
John, I had similar situation, and what happened is you go into your website, computers automatically log you in as you, and you place your second order. Check your shopping cart and see if the order has been actually on your pin, because that's most likely what happened.
Okay.
Call the office and sort it.
So what Savannah said is, if you're placing the order for the person and you've already logged into DitchTheCan, you may have just placed yourself a second order. So understand a little bit about what happens with technology these days. A little cookie saves inside your computer and remembers who you are. So when you go in to place an order, it could be you. My recommendation is you get on the phone with them or you're face-to-face with them and let them do it themselves and make sure they understand it. 2 reasons. 1, it gets them to understand our shopping cart, which is very simple compared to anything we've ever launched before. The shopping cart is also very similar to Amazon.com or Zappos. For people that are online shoppers, it's very simple and easy to follow through. So just make sure. The other thing that I would say, and I think I actually mentioned this to Michael at the beginning of the boot camp, or maybe it was Savannah when we were going through some of the order technicalities for Australia and New Zealand. If you're placing orders for multiple people from one computer, clear your cache or your cookies before you allow someone else to place an order. Because what also could happen with that, and this once again, this is just what happens with computers, has nothing to do with our website. If Michael placed an order right now, and Savannah went in on Michael's computer to place an order, Savannah might be able to use Michael's credit card if his computer is set to save everything. So the unfortunate part about that is I can't control what everybody's browsers are set to save or not save. So my recommendation is if you're using the same computer, clear the cookies, clear the cache. It makes things much easier. Cindy.
Okay, so I've been calling my downline to get them, in. Is there any way for me to find out that they've ordered?
Yeah.
That's a great question. So a couple of things. So the question was, Cindy has been getting a lot of people enrolled, and I know the Mitchells have asked the same question. I'm enrolling a bunch of people, or I have a bunch of people from my downline that are placing orders. I want to know who's placed an order underneath me that I've referred. So what I'm going to say to that right now is this week we will be working on some manual reports to give to you so you can go back and use that before the end of the month. And then once the replicating websites are ready to roll, everything else will be natural. It'll just be like a normal genealogy.
So along with that, like I entered people in email and then hit subscribe, but I didn't write that information down. Is there a way to access that information?
So if I make sure I understand, are you saying that happened at DitchTheCan.com or that happened on the order website?
No, DitchTheCan.
Okay, so at DitchTheCan.com, the question was, if I referred people to the DitchTheCan.com that were interested in what we were about to launch, how does that information get back to me if I'm a current LifeForce member? So what we're doing with that is we will be sorting through all, because we have a lot of people that came to DitchTheCan.com. We have people that were referred by LifeForce members, and then we have people that came through maybe because of the flyer, because they came to the event, or because they were my neighbor. So what we're doing is we're separating all that out, and anyone that was referred by a LifeForce person, we will send that information to you so you know you can contact them when it's time to order.
Okay, thanks.
Here.
Just one more question. With the free shipping, because now that I know that they can order today online, is that still free to Australia? If they order today, will the LifeForce ship it to Australia?
So for the people with,
In my team.
okay, so the question was, anyone in Australia or New Zealand that has a United States downline that's interested in Ditch the Can, do they get free shipping? My answer to that is free shipping is for everybody through tonight. What we're going to probably do is package all that up in one box, send it to our Australian office, and have them disperse it for us, but no charges of shipping will happen until tomorrow. Once tomorrow happens, then shipping will be charged. Scott.
Wow.
So we're got some dapper clothes here, right? And we got all kinds of packages, and you know, some people might not want to order 3 boxes, might want to order 1 box, or might just want to order a T-shirt or hat or water bottle. When can we see that, maybe?
As soon as I give you the replicating site.
Yeah.
So his question was, when can we order a la carte items? So right now we have 4 very specific packages that are available on the website. That is for qualification of our LifeForce people. When we open up the a la carte packages, so 1 box or a hat or some of the swag, the different shirts, aside from the shirt that I was wearing on Saturday, no one can order that yet. So we actually will be opening that up to where they can order anything. But we need to make sure we take care of our LifeForce people first to make sure they're qualified. If for some reason you happen to have 35 people waiting right now for 1 package, call me tomorrow at the office and I'll see what I can make happen for you. Yes?
I think when I signed up for my own order, it didn't ask me for my LifeForce member number. Was that correct?
There is, okay, so the question was, when I signed up as a LifeForce member, when I signed up for my qualifying order in Ditch the Can, I don't recall it asking for my LifeForce ID number. It definitely was there, and it was mandatory for you to type in.
So if the order went through, it means that I don't remember it.
Well, here's the good news. We know your name, we know where you live, and we know your credit card number. So we'll make sure we map it to the right person. Even if for some reason you happen to get around something that we have.
Okay. My daughter, as a millennial, her question to me was, because they have no money, which is typical of most all of them, is now I told her that she could, later when it's all set up, not have to order, but she gets from what she refers on her, first time, that she gets enroller bonuses. And her big question to me was, when do I have to make an order to keep my money coming? And what is the very minimum I have to order to get paid on, not just mine, but maybe even what my brother's doing under me, kind of thing. So.
Okay, so minimum order qualifications will be coming out in a few weeks when we launch November 1. The answer to every time I enroll someone and I get the 20% enroller bonus, when will I have to place an order in order to not receive that anymore? My answer is they won't ever have to place an order. If they have someone that, so let me kind of take that back just a little bit. If I enroll tomorrow without an order, and I enroll one person below me, and I get my 20% enroller bonus for how many weeks?
5.
Okay, I get my enroller bonus for up to 5 weeks. After that, if you don't enroll someone for the next 10 months and you never place an order, then you will probably be purged from the tree. So, but if we're constantly enrolling and we have activity, so what defines activity? So when you look at how a company works, if you have activity within a 12-month period, you're going to be considered active and you're going to be able to stay. If there's no activity, so no enrollments or no orders, then we'll purge you from the tree. But if she were to enroll someone every 6 months and never place an order, then for 5 weeks on that every 6 months, she's going to get an enroller bonus off of whatever those people are ordering.
Okay, so let's say she enrolls her brother, and her brother does all kinds of stuff, but she never enrolls anybody else. She only gets paid on what he orders himself for 5 weeks. And
Yep. Yes.
And then she doesn't get paid on him anymore unless she keeps enrolling people.
Or she actually places an order and earns off of everything that her brother's doing.
Because she won't earn on anything except her brother unless she makes an order.
Only the enroller bonus.
Okay.
Only the enroller bonus. So that's the only part that you can get without placing an order. But if her brother goes crazy and has all these people going below him, building hundreds of thousands of dollars, it would just not make any sense for her not to place an order every 5 weeks to make money. It just wouldn't make it. I mean, unless, you know, it's that much. But when you do the math, if I place a $100 order and I can earn $5,000, I'm going to place a $100 order. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Cindy.
So the San Diego site, will that be good until we get our replicating sites?
Yes.
Question.
But only free shipping through tonight, but then
Yeah.
we keep.
So the question was, will DTCSanDiego.com be good until the replicating websites come out? And my answer is yes to that. But free shipping ends tonight.
Tonight at midnight?
Well, I'm not the one at the trigger on the other end of that, so if that happens at 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning, you know, they just know that it needs to end tonight.
Or at least till midnight.
Whenever Andrew
Okay, I'm
decides.
just getting this. DTC qualified as Life Force members and DT San Diego were new prospects.
It could be either one. They're the same website, essentially.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, the difference between the two is one says referred by, and DTC San Diego says referred by. So what I'm giving you in this room right now, the DTC San Diego, is a special tip for you guys only, and for whoever's watching right now. Not many people know about that. That is for our group that's here that's spending the extra time.
Thank you.
Scott.
Couple of, sorry to hog this, but a couple of questions from one of my downline that's very excited,
Very excited.
extraordinarily excited. Sales aids, are there going to be more than the stickers and the Chaos Gold and different
Just like, I
brands?
think he means flyers and brochures or something.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yes.
Don't need those.
So the question was, will there be sales aids like flyers and brochures? Remember, this is a soft launch, and a lot of the people that we're launching to, that we're trying to get involved, they might not want that sales aid.
Yeah, this
They want everything online.
Right.
So what I will say is, how many people have been to YouTube DitchTheCan?
Yeah.
Okay? Use those videos. You can share those videos, guys. You can send those everywhere. So there will be sales aids. There will be things in the boxes that they can reuse. There will be things that they can purchase. Now remember, we do have a little bit of a difference with what we normally understand as sales aids to be. So right now I see in this audience, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, over 10 DitchTheCan shirts. I see DitchTheCan hats. Are those sales aids?
Yes.
Yes.
No, they're not.
Oh, they're swag.
Those are commissionable swags.
But they also
Because
have
sales
great
aids
sales
are
aids.
not commissionable.
Oh.
Okay?
Trick question.
A sales aid in network marketing terms is something that you utilize, that you pass out, that has no commission to it, to let people know about whether it be product or the company. So a flyer, a brochure, a pin, a ribbon, hats in most companies. But in our company, you have the ability to utilize your own advertising brand, your own billboard for commissions.
Yeah. So we don't want sales agents.
Right. But I will say, a lot of the groups that we're working with, and frankly, guys, it's not even the millennials. If you handed me something legitimately, if I walked out to my car right now and there was a flyer on my car, it would go in the garbage. But if someone walked up to me and said, hey, just check out this website, I would do that. For sure. Cindy.
Okay, this is from David McLaughlin. He's watching. New person.
Hi, David.
Yeah, new person signs up tomorrow, a non-life force person. They refer a non-life force person. When do they get paid, and do we get paid all at the same time?
In the beginning.
Okay, so the question is, when will life force people get paid? And if a new person signs up, that's non-life force, signs up tomorrow underneath David McLaughlin, and then that person then signs up someone else underneath themselves, which is in turn 2 levels now to David McLaughlin.
Right.
Hi, David. When will they get paid, and when do we all get paid?
Yeah.
The first commission run for Ditch the Can will happen around November 10th and 11th. And everyone will be paid then. And then once that first commission run happens, it will then be instantaneous every single time.
Wow.
Okay, he has to wait. We had another question over here. He only gets 1 question at a time, just like everybody else. Sorry, David. Go ahead, Scott. David, you should have been here.
Yeah.
So DitchTheCan.com, where we go and put our referrals in, autoresponders that are coming from that information that's put in. I sign myself up, obviously, and when are we going to see more stuff, more data, more emails coming?
Okay, so once the replicating websites are set up,
Okay.
and you have, and everything is in line, and you're signing people up, your people that are signing up under you will have an autoresponder campaign.
Okay.
You will also be receiving emails that say, this person just signed up under you, this is what they ordered, this is how much you earned. So, once again, I'm going to just back up a little bit and say, what we launched this weekend is very soft. What we launch in November will be 1 piece. What happens November 15th will be another piece. What happens November 30th will be another piece. What happens December 1st will be another piece. So all of that will come to fruition as we go down the line, but there will be a lot of it happening very quickly.
Good. Thanks.
Savannah.
I have a different question around the social media. You
I
know,
might not be able to answer this.
those movies that you're putting out, the clips, and there's lots of stuff where people liking the Ditch the Can and so on. Is that okay? Is that safe for us to do it so we don't blow our warm market on the Facebook out of the water? They start disliking us and defriending us and that kind of stuff. I don't know much about this. I just been clicking on everything, liking it, and putting it on my wall. But I started looking at it, it's starting to look like just business.
Okay. So Savannah's question is, if I start sharing everything on Facebook or in general social media, whether that's Instagram or Twitter, will I offend my warm market or my friends and my family? That is a very difficult question for me to answer, not because I don't know the answer to, but because I don't know your warm market. So what I'll say to that is, this past weekend, this last Saturday, every single person in my Facebook knew about that for about 3 weeks coming. Over and over and over and over and over. And if they didn't like it, then they could have just removed me. Yeah. That being said, I'm not telling you to spam your friends and family about Ditch the Can or Life Force. So whenever you share on Facebook, on Twitter, well, Twitter's a little different, so let's just use Facebook. So whenever you share on Facebook, you can pick who you want to share with. You can actually isolate groups. You could, Savannah, you could take and set up groups that are all Life Force people and remove your family from it. You could take it and set it up to it's just Australian, it's just New Zealand people, and separate out the United States Life Force people. And then you could share directly to them if you wanted to. So there's a lot of tutorials on YouTube, on Google. Guys, Google, how do I set up a group on Facebook? So that is all out there. That is going to be a question I leave to you. Does your family want to hear about it or do they not? And how much do you want to share about it? So, sharing a post is one thing. Saying I just was at a great event and I loved it, if you want to hear more, is a totally different ballgame. So sharing one of the videos, maybe I'll pick and I'll share the video, and I'll choose all my LifeForce people in my network that may not know about it yet, and I'll choose them on purpose. But maybe I'll only select a couple family members to share that with. So that's going to be entirely up to you. But I mean, in the end, depending on what type of person they are, you may offend them, you may not. They may love every bit of it.
In response to that, when we were in the DTC breakout, they recommended 80-20. 80% should be not business, it should be personal, and 20% of what your posts can be business.
Yeah, I agree with that too. So, I mean, how many times have you asked your Facebook friends what they're doing this weekend? I mean, I know you tell them all the time what you're doing, but how many times have you asked them what they're doing? How many times have you asked them how their day went? So social media is very similar, guys, to what you do on a daily basis. When I walk up to Savannah and say, how's your day going? You can do that on Facebook too. You can say, hey, how's your day going? Tell me about it. That builds more people to want to interact with you, whether it be in social media or face-to-face. It's the same type of scenario. So think about what would you want to hear, and then what would they want to hear. But more importantly, ask them how they're doing too. Cindy.
Okay, his second question. By the way, he says hi, and thank you. Enroller bonus only gets paid once to people not placing an order?
5 weeks.
No, up to 5 weeks. So the enroller bonus, the way the enroller bonus works for DTC is we changed it. So a fast start bonus in LifeForce is a one-time kick of money. So what happens a lot with the LifeForce fast start bonus is someone comes in on a 2-pack of Body Balance, and in 2 weeks, they're out of that, and they love it, and they buy an 8-pack. And then you guys call me and say, John, can I get the fast start bonus on the 8-pack that was just purchased? And I can't do that. So what we did was we said enroller bonuses just for the front level enroller will pay for 5 weeks. So if they place 6 orders, you're going to get the 20%. And then after that, then it's done.
On that person.
On that person. Or anyone that you enroll. Now, upline enroller bonus you can get forever, but you have to be qualified.
All right, thank you.
Anything else, David?
I think we got it all, but I think Bob had one. Let's see.
Any more questions?
Oh, yes. So we're going to get paid enroller bonuses on our current downline coming over.
Yes.
On that November 10th payout.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Whoever you've enrolled.
Yeah.
So the question was, will our current LifeForce qualified people that have come over into DitchTheCan receive enroller bonuses on their LifeForce people that they bring into DitchTheCan? And my answer is yes. Scott.
Plans for a success kit-esque large quantity energy packs.
I'll separate that. The question was, will we have a success kit in DitchTheCan? And my answer will be, there won't be something called a success kit, but we will have much larger packs.
Yay.
Perfect.
Yay.
Yes. Right now we're working on 4 specific packs, and then the a la carte once we get rolling. But yes, there will be a much larger pack. So as Michael pointed out, I walk into a gym, I want to hand them $1,000 worth of sticks. We'll make that happen.
And you may have answered this or said you didn't know, but I'll ask it anyway. On my daughter's question, like that, when she does make an order to keep getting things with, like every 5 weeks or whatever, is there a minimal amount on that order, or?
The minimum qualifying order we haven't introduced yet, but we will very soon.
Okay.
That's it? This is so easy.
That's what we said.
The people that we brought in through the LifeForce door, if they do not want to continue their LifeForce order, which of course we want them to, but if for some reason they decided not to do that, will they still, it won't matter, right? It'll still be in DTC? How does that look?
Okay, so the question was, if I came in through LifeForce and I'm pre-qualified for LifeForce and I come into DTC, do I need to continue my order in LifeForce in order to work in DitchTheCan? My answer is they do need to do that through January.
Through January.
Through hard launch, absolutely. Yes.
Well, that brings up another question. So if they were qualified for DitchTheCan, with their 95 BV and they aren't ready to do Ditch the Can this month, and they don't continue their Life Force order, they skip an order, can they still come into Ditch the Can like in December if they choose to?
Sure. So, if I understand the question correctly, the question was, I'm in Life Force right now. I don't want to come into Ditch the Can before the October 31st cutoff. And I skip my order in, say, November?
Yeah.
And then I want to come over in December into Ditch the Can. Right. Can I do that? Yeah. Are we placing an order in Life Force in December? So we just skip an order?
Yeah, I
sure.
don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so the people that we are bringing on board that are right now that are going into DTCSanDiego.com, they're just placing their $89 or $134 order. What's the difference between those people and the people that came in through the Life Force store?
So when
okay, go ahead. You explain.
So well, there's a big difference.
Okay.
Number one, we don't. What the question was is, what's the difference between someone who comes in brand new to DTC today, or someone who has been a Life Force member for years? There's a big difference. So we don't want Life Force members for years to just give up on Life Force and start DTC. That's to protect you guys. Okay? So if you brought in the surfer this afternoon, 9 times out of 10, at least at this point, he's not going to buy Body Balance. Or she. Because I don't remember if you said it was a he or she. So, and we do have a lot of great lady surfers here. So there's a big difference between them. We don't want people, remember this is pre-launch, so we don't want someone to just jump off of their Life Force business and say, I'm all done with that, I'm going over here. There's 2 reasons, not just to protect you, but to protect them. They could really be losing their business in Life Force not thinking through it properly. So we want to protect their Life Force business before we allow them to just come over and just dump everything into DTC but let everything fail. So there is a difference, I would say. Yes?
And I guess this is just the people that we just brought in September that don't have any organization in Life Force.
Okay, so
you can't get in unless you come in through this door.
I've talked to a few of you before. If there's a couple of people that we need to talk to, call me.
Okay.
And frankly, because I'll just be honest, not a question for the room.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe this was answered, I wasn't listening. So.
Well, thanks, Vera. So Vera said maybe this was answered, but she's not listening, so I might be a little boring over here.
No, tell them they could order DTC. Because only 7.5 hours. But I was going to ask, so with this, if someone orders DTC but they're not on auto ship and they're not ordering DTC regularly, but they've already got, do they need to have an order every month like Life Force or not?
So, okay, so I think the question is, do I have to have a recurring order in DTC in order to earn commissions?
Yes.
Is that the question?
Yes.
Okay, so there's 3 ways to earn commissions. You can earn the enroller bonus from anyone that you enroll. You need no order. You can be chaos qualified. You need an order every 5 weeks.
1 order every 5 weeks.
To be chaos qualified.
Any order? Any order?
Any order was Ivana's question to that. We will have minimum qualifications.
Can you explain what chaos qualified means for people that don't know?
So, sure. So, enroller bonus is a 20% bonus that pays only to the enroller. To be chaos qualified means I can earn up to 30% on my enroller bonuses by enrolling new people below me.
3 people, yeah? 3. You just said 3.
Yes. But it's not just 3 people to get to the 30. It is more than that, but I don't have a whiteboard, so I don't want to get too in-depth on the comp plan. To be extreme chaos qualified, which means I can earn upline bonuses in the enroller and also through multiple parts of the plan, means I need to be on a recurring order. So there are certain areas, auto ship recurring order. There are certain areas where you need no order to earn. You need a minimum order to earn every 5 weeks, or you need an auto ship order to earn throughout the entire plan.
Okay, so order ship gives you the whole plan.
Yes.
And that order ship will be every 5 weeks, or monthly?
No, it will run monthly also. But you'll be able to choose through, through, I believe it's the 28th now, because of February.
And when will that start?
Auto ship in November. In November, but for all those people that are placing the order. So the question from Krista was, when will auto ship start? So what we're going to do is everyone that has placed a pre-qualified order in Ditch the Can, we are going to send you an email that says, please choose your auto ship order and your date to start in November.
Thank you.
Yes?
Will there be emails sent out to let people know that their auto ship is being shipped through Ditch the Can? I know we don't do that in Life Force. It's kind of people manage it themselves, but some companies actually send out emails that let people know their auto ship is coming. Are you planning to do that with Ditch the Can?
So the question was, are we planning on sending out an email letting someone know their auto ship is about to ship with Ditch the Can? For this room of network marketers, I will be honest about that. If I send that out, you will have people cancel.
Yeah. We have that in Australia, and so many people cancel because of
So, however, when someone cancels, it will say, are you sure? Because you got all this money waiting for you. Are you sure? So, I'm not going to say that we won't do that, because I would need to talk to the marketing team about I don't know every autoresponder that we have going out right now off the top of my head, but I would actually, from a customer service standpoint, steer away from that, because people will cancel, for sure. Any other questions?
That's very good.
Thank you.
Thank you guys very much. Have a safe trip home. Thank you all for spending time with us.
All right. Well, we're near the end of the day, folks. Thank you so much, John. Really appreciate that. We put out a little shout out to corporate the other day, and over the passing of time over since we've been here, that it's great if we could get some clarity as we move forward. And look what we've just been gifted with John Schulen, and that's what it's all about. So we can move forward very clearly, very confidently, right? No more question marks, especially for the folks in Asia Pacific. So, we are nearly there at the end, the close of this Success Camp. I would like to welcome, where is my...
Are we doing our pins for the...
Are there any people here who have not got a pin? Oh, forgive me, we have 4 people. Well, yes, we will do those. I'd like to end with that. But what I'd like to do is, my heart says Krista for some reason.
No, it does.
Yeah. Krista.
Oh.
Krista, look, we don't have much time, but I wanted to welcome up one of our leaders to just bring together everything that we've gone through. So welcome up.
I feel deeply thankful. I just feel this incredible well of gratitude for all of you. I mean, I sit back there and I hear these stories, and every single story just almost brings me to tears. Like, it's just, oh my God, the courage, the commitment, the willingness to go out there, put yourself on the line, take that risk in order to save somebody's life out there. I mean, that is amazing. And it makes me feel so humble and so blessed to be part of a community like this. I mean, it's extraordinary to me. And I also feel an incredibly deep well of gratitude for John Schulen. And the incredible amount of hours and time and energy that these guys have devoted to us. Their willingness to do whatever it takes to get this thing up and running, and the amazing amount of stuff they've been able to do, and in an incredibly short time. It's extraordinary to me. And I sit there going, oh my gosh, we have just opened the door to humanity out there. We have something for everybody in a way we've never had before. And world, watch out, we are coming.
Krista, sorry, we still need you up here. Thank you. David Collister, please, could you come up?
Oh yes! This is the fun part.
This is the fun part. And would like all the attendees who have yet to receive that very special pin, please come up right now. Folks, welcome them up. Everyone up. Bling, cameras, come on.
You haven't got one of these before. Now's your
No,
time.
it's just for this.
Anybody doesn't have a pin from boot camp? Anyone who has never received a boot camp pin.
I got one in bold.
Okay, guys.
Okay. So,
Yep, that's good.
Did April get one?
Yeah, she got hers earlier.
so I really want to acknowledge all of you and just your commitment for being here, what it took for each of you to be here, the commitment to this company, the commitment that I see you exemplify to people in your teams, all of you. It's a gift. And this pin says, living the dream. What extraordinary examples you are of that. Because the dream for me is we get to share with people the incredible gift that we have called life. We've been given this gift called life. It's our job to live it to the fullest. It's our job to respect that gift and give it back 100-fold. And so thank you. Thank you so much for being willing to do that. And this pin, for me, says it all. You deserve every single thing on there and more. So thank you.
One more.
Go, Dad.
Hold on, folks.
It's really
Hold on,
fine.
bear with me. Sorry, I'm trying to do 3 things at once. And one for me, because you know where this is going, don't you? Twitter. I'm going to Twitter it. Thank you so much. Okay. So, that's it for now, folks. But what I'm going to request is we need some support for the room set.